In 22.4, Tableau have added a function that we all know in SQL but haven't had in Tableau for a while, the proper function. Here you can see that I've actually got a table set up and I've already used it to create this full name field. To find out how, let's get stuck in. Before we get stuck in, just one quick favor. 82% of the people watching this video in the last year aren't subscribed to the channel. And just to show you some context, nearly half of my subscribers came from this last year's worth of content. And if you look at how many views and how much time people are spending, I'm sure it's creating value somewhere. So if you really appreciate the content or would like to see even more of it at a better, higher quality standard, hit the sub button and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, to show you this feature, I'm actually going to carry on where I left off in a previous video about image roles. If you haven't seen that video, of course, check it out. I have a bunch of images here and I have a dashboard showing the first name of a bunch of users and characters in my organization. I'm actually going to break this table a little bit. I'm going to remove this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the columns last name and first name onto the table just to sort of set the context. And what you can see here is that I have a issue with the way the text is being handled. And so this is where the proper function is going to come in and help us. But whilst we're also here, what I'd love to do is I'd also love to bring in another column which has people's specific jobs. You can see here that everything is in lowercase. And so before with Tableau, this was actually quite a pain to solve. And now with the proper function, it's dead easy. What I can do is I can essentially, I can do a couple of different things. I was going to go ahead and create the calculations, but I'll show you one step better. We'll double click on the text, and what we're going to do here is create an ad hoc calculation. So just by double clicking on the item, we can go in, just type in the term proper. You can see that Tableau's autocomplete here that you normally get in the calculation window comes up. It gives us a little bracket. We can just go ahead, wrap that around and hit enter, and boom, it's gone ahead and cleaned that data set for us. So you've seen the proper function in action. Just to show you what that looks like in an actual calculation field, let's go ahead, create a calculated field, and we'll just go ahead and type it here. You can see that I also get the autocomplete there, and this time I can say first name. And what we're going to do here is actually we're going to do the string calculation in here to do a first name last name combo. So if you haven't checked out my playlist on functions where I cover all of this, go ahead. I'll put a link to it in the description below. But what we'll go ahead and do is go ahead and hit last name. We'll do that. And what we want to make sure we do between these, we add a little bit of a space in between these. So we're going to take the first name plus a space plus a last name to give us a first name last name combo. And then we'll go ahead and clean the fact that it's all in uppercase. And then we'll go ahead and call this we'll actually call this full name. Why not? Let's do that. Let's call this full name, hit apply. We'll see our calculations worked. We'll go ahead and drag it in after the last name. And there we go. We've got a bunch of first name, last names cleaned up, nice and ready to go. So this proper function has been a long time coming. It's dead simple. It really is that simple. And you can now do it inside of Tableau. Check out my playlist on functions. I literally covered a whole ton of functions that you should know in Tableau, going through the different categories that we have inside of Tableau. And this video is going to be part of that playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.